Oh, internet is Link here. So I get asked a lot whether 2 Gladiator, 2 Thundering Fury, or 4-piece Thundersoother is better for Keqing. If you want my opinion, I like using 4-piece Thundersoother a lot more than 2 Glad, 2 Thundering Fury, but I get into reasons why I prefer Thundersoothers over 2 Glad, 2 Thundering Fury. So for our Thundersoother build, we have this much attack, 2155, 82% crit rate, 191% crit damage, 46.6% electro damage bonus. We are running Refinement 1 Primary J Cutter. And these are our artifacts: Flower, Feather, Hourglass, Goblet, and Circlet. So for this 2-piece Glad, 2-piece Stunning Fury build, I try to match up the crit ratios compared to our Thundersoother's build. So 92% crit rate, 187% crit damage, 61.6% electro damage bonus, 100 more attack compared to a Thundersoother build. J Cutter. This is a Flower, Feather, Hourglass, Goblet, and Circlet. And for this last build, this is going to be 2 Glad, 2 Thundering Fury, where I try to max out the crit ratios for crit damage while sacrificing some crit rate. So 71% crit rate, 222% crit damage, 61.6% inertia damage bonus. About the same attack as the last Gladiator build. J Cutter, Flower, Feather, Hourglass, Goblet, and we're actually using a crit damage circlet here. For constellations, I have no constellations, but I'm pretty sure all of these constellations would benefit Thundersoother a lot more than it does Thundering Fury, just because of a 35% damage bonus. And I have level 9 auto attacks, and level 6 everything else, because I have very bad luck with these things. So I'll be testing our sets against our friendly level 91 Ruin Guard here by using Keqing Celestial attacks. I'll have the damage results displayed on the screen until near the end of the video, so don't worry too much about pausing the video to see the numbers. As we can see, my Thundersoother build outperforms the Glad/Thundering Fury build with similar crit ratios, but loses out to the Glad build with 222% crit damage. However, the numbers on this Glad build are very deceptive. Keep in mind that this Glad build has 100 more attack stat, as well as a whopping 30% more crit damage compared to the Thundersoother build, and yet it's barely outdamaging the Thundersoother build. And of course, over time, the Thundersoother build will outdamage even the 222% crit damage Glad build, thanks to its much higher crit rate. Apart from numbers, I still prefer Thundersoother because of how easy it is to flex between physical and electro just by switching between physical and electro cup. Thundersoother's 4-piece effect applies even to enemies with innate electro status such as electro slimes, and applying electro to non-innate electro enemies is very easy with Keqing's E or by using support like Fischl. Of course, there are some enemies that you cannot apply electro consistently, such as Paris Slimes, so in these situations you lose out on the 35% damage bonus from Thundersoothers, and in turn, using 2 Glad and 2 Thundering Fury in this situation would be better. However, keep in mind that these situations are far and few between, except if you're running Abyss, and even without its 35% damage bonus, Thundersoother still does considerable amounts of damage to these enemies. But keep in mind that if you do decide to run 2 Glad and 2 Thundering Fury, you're pretty much locked into building for Electro, unless you switch out your Thundering Fury parts for Bloodstained, and that's just a huge sink of resin right there. In addition to this, Gladiator artifacts are among the hardest artifacts in the game to farm, as opposed to farming Thundersoother where you only have to farm one domain. And as we saw, if you want 2 Glad and 2 Thundering Fury to outdamage Thundersoother, you have to invest a lot more into crit damage rolls, and in my opinion, that's not worth the time, since Thundersoother is so much easier to build for. Of course, at the end of the day, always run artifact sets that you have the best rolls for. This video is just meant to explain my reasonings as to why I prefer Thundersoother over 2 Glad and 2 Thundering Fury after having labbed with Keqing for as long as I had her. But trust me, build Thundersoother, you won't regret it. You get more payout than if you built 2 Glad and 2 Thundering Fury. But anyways, I hope this video helps you inform your decision. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Come watch me live on twitch.tv/young_Zlink, where I go live every day at 8/9 a.m. PST. And thanks for watching.